One day, Alison Sakamoto, you will kill a human being. The question is not if it will happen, but when. Hello everyone! Today I'm going to talk to you about the Immortal rules by Julie Kagawa. This is my katana. The reason I am holding a katana is because the main character in our book is a dab hand at wielding a katana sword. This is a practice one. It's made of wood, so it's totally safe. The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa is the first book in her Blood of Eden series, and it follows the story of a girl called Alison Sakamoto, who in this book lives on the edge of a vampire city. If you live in a vampire city, you have to become registered to the Vampire Prince, and when you're registered to a Vampire Prince, you have to exchange your blood for things like shelter and food. Obviously this doesn't, go well. This doesn't sit well with a lot of people, and some people decide that they are not going to register, and instead they are going to live on the fringes of the vampire city, where you can't really get food that easily. If you do, if you're caught stealing, you're sentenced to death. It's a hard life out there for them, and Alison is one of these unregistered. The unregistereds of the vampire city, they're still under the protection of this wall that surrounds the city, which protects them from a different type of vampire called the Rabbids. And in this story, the Rabbids are a bit like zombie vampires, as in if you get bit by a rabbit, you turn into a rabbit, and that goes for whether you're a human or a vampire. And assuming you last that long and the Rabbids don't tear you to shreds instantly. This is what I like about this book, because it's not your average vampire story. It's sort of post-apocalyptic mixed with vampires, which I think goes pretty well together. Alison isn't too fond of vampires. She hates them, and unfortunately for her, something terrible happens and she has to become a vampire. I don't want to give anything away about this book. There's a lot of ways to spoiler this book. The only things I can tell you is that this book is about Alison trying to come to terms with herself being a vampire, but it's not the regular I'm a vampire and I don't want to eat humans type thing. She has some hang-ups about that in the beginning, but it goes away pretty quickly. The vampires in these books are pretty vicious. They're proper vampires. And it's not just vampires and rabbids that have problems with her. She gets attacked by everything. No one likes this girl in this book. I have no idea what. She gets attacked by humans, vampires, psycho vampires, zombie vampires. She gets attacked by crazy humans. She gets attacked by a bear. Yeah, a bear. If you ever wanted to find out who would win in a fight between a vampire and a bear, then you are in luck. You are about to find out. I have given this book a 5-star rating on Goodreads. I thought it was that good. I've also read the following books in this series, and I've given them 4 out of 5. So I really do love this book, and I really like Julie Kagawa's writing style. She has another series called the Iron Fae series, and I've got the first book in that series. This book is very dark, and a lot of things happen to Alison that you don't really expect to happen, and I think Julie is very creative in how she forces her characters into really terrible situations, and you just want to keep on reading to see how they get out of them. And she's really good at making the reader feel for the character and feel what the character's feeling. And it's not all action. There is a romance element to this book. There is a love interest who appears roughly around the middle of the book, and it's a pretty intense love story and a pretty sad one. There's a lot of sad moments in this book, but it's coupled with lots of action, lots of gore, and it's very exciting. This is the series in its entirety, and publishers, I'm not impressed. Look, the covers are... Why do publishers do this? Is it purposely to annoy their readers? Seriously, publishers, sort it out. I'm not kidding. The series is a really good read. I read this series pretty quickly during exam time. It was probably not the best thing to do. I was pretty absorbed into these books, but you do get through them quickly because they're really exciting. So it's a good read if you're looking for. It's a good read if you're looking for a new trilogy to start. And Julie also has some spin-off stories to these books, and they are called The Dawn of Eden and Till the World Ends. I'm looking forward to reading those. And as I said, I'm also looking forward to reading The Iron King, which is the first book in her Iron Fae series. I haven't really looked at it yet. The Iron King, Iron Ice, a love doomed from the start. The Iron Fae. It sounds dreamy. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and also comment below if you've read the Blood of Eden series. I'd love to know what you thought, or any of the novellas. I'd love to know what those are about. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye!